One and all. So I'm Abhilash, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'd like to welcome you all for the technical talk on technology as a pillar to become a entrepreneur. So today we have our resource person, Mr. M.S. Satyanarayana. Welcome, Mr. M.S. Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Abhilash.
So we also have our HOD sir today. I also welcome Dr. Linga Reddy sir. I welcome you, sir.
Okay.
We also have with us Dr. Nirmala Gupta. I also welcome you, ma'am. All right. So, yeah. So I'll now introduce our guest. So Satyanarayana. He is currently pursuing PhD in computer science from VTU Belagavi. He has finished his MTech in computer science and engineering from JNTU Hyderabad, BTech IT from JNTU Hyderabad. So currently pursuing PhD from VTU Belagavi from SVCE as the research center in the area of data science. He has 12 years of experience in engineering colleges, teaching experience. He is very strong in academic background. He was also a SPOC, single point of contact for Smart India Hackathon 2020. He is also an innovation ambassador of IIC Cell SVCE supported by MHRD. He has trained 1,000 plus faculty members on outcome-based education, in-house as well as out-house. So he has received A+ grade in the certification course organized by KSC ST on intellectual property rights and innovation. He has created startup policy for SVCE Bengaluru. He has published more than 10 journals in reputed journals. So he has published 2 patents. He is very passionate coder and technical trainer. He has conducted more than 100 plus workshops on technology starting from C programming to Python programming. He is currently guiding more than 50 students on entrepreneurship development under Yuva scheme in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And Professor Satyanarayana is a very calm human being and a very good friend of mine. So I welcome Professor Satyanarayana. Welcome to this event, Professor Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Abhilash. Thank you so much.
Yes, on this occasion, I also request Linga Reddy sir to speak few words.
Okay. Good evening, all my dear friends and students. Okay. So first of all, I would like to welcome you all to the one-day technical talk on technology as a pillar to become an entrepreneur. Okay. The resource person is an in-house resource person, Mr. Satyanarayana. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The main intention of this main motive behind this program is to create awareness about the importance of entrepreneurship. Okay, and also how most of the students who have a plan to start their own startup, and this technical talk will be helpful for them. For example, from this technical talk, they will come to know about the product design, product prototype, and how the technology will be involved in designing all the products and prototypes, how the ideas will be developed. Okay, I hope this will be helpful for you people. Okay, so out of this you'll gain you'll gain some knowledge about the entrepreneurship. Okay, and how to start your own company. Okay, so on behalf of this, on behalf of my department, our college, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, I would like to thank our management and our beloved principal for supporting this program, for the encouragement, and also I would like to thank all my organizers and our students who participated for this program. Thank you very much. Okay, over to Abhi.
Thank you, sir. So without wasting our further more time, I now request Satyanarayana to take up with the session. Over to you, Professor Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Abhilash. So before I start the session, I really wholeheartedly thank CED sir, who provided a platform to create and awareness on entrepreneurship, and also our beloved principal sir, so who is always behind us to conduct these kind of events. I wholeheartedly thank Linga Reddy sir for providing me an opportunity to talk to the young engineers who are going to be the next generation entrepreneurs, and also the organizers, especially Dr. Nirmala S. Gupta ma'am, who is a member of IIC as well as HOD QRAMS. So let us start the session. So I'm just going to present my presentation, then we'll start the session. All right. So before I just start the session, once again I thank Mr. Abhilash for briefly reading about my profile, and also I always feel like, as Abhi said, I'll be little tech savvy. I'm very passionate to do few things. So one of the passionate thing I have done, probably those who are still want to know a little bit much about me, you can visit my profile website mathur.vidwan.in. So this is my profile where you can contact me at any point of time after this session if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to become a next generation entrepreneur. So this is my portal mathur.vidwan.in. So where you can see my profile and you can contact me any point of time for any kind of clarifications. Right. So let me just go with my presentation. All right. So as Linga Reddy sir said, so today entrepreneurship is going to be the cup of coffee for all the young engineering minds. You are all going to be the next pillars for India. So the support, the knowledge which you are going to share is going to be the future of India. So with this note, let me start the presentation. Startup, right? So today the topic is how technology can be used to start the startup. Let me start talking about startup, then we'll go for the technology, then we will see how to create your own startup, right? So as the word indicates, startup, right? So wantedly I just make it as a 2 words, start up. So today you people has taken an initiative to become an entrepreneur. You start, go up. So that is the meaning of startup. You start, some point we need to start, either as a teacher, either as a student, either as an entrepreneur or as a business person. So there should be some start. So once you start, you need to go towards the success. So that is what startup is all about. So what is the equation of startup? The equation itself is confused. So most of the students, most of the entrepreneurs, they'll end up or wind up saying that entrepreneurship is very difficult. See, today I'm here to show you or make you a flavored taste of entrepreneurship, what exactly you require to become an entrepreneur, and also how you can work with the technology to make your own startup. See, for any student or for any person to become an entrepreneur, you require 4 key factors. The first one is you should have a business idea. You should have a business idea. Let it be new business or let it be old business, because you are all young minds. I mentioned it as a new business. Add innovation to it. Add innovation to your idea, then add technology to it. On top of it, you should be a passionate student to become an entrepreneur. That's where this jumbling will start. See, entire thing is confusion. Entire thing is confusion. Why confusion? Because we don't know where to start. Once you know where to start, this word will become very easy. So this is the first slide where I'm going to talk about startup. You should have a business idea, innovation, technology, passion. Then you can start your own startup. Now there is a huge confusion. The moment I go to the last slide, you will be clear with what to do. There our confusion will get cleared. Right. So they are creating disruption in the industry. Who is creating? These startups are creating the disruption. These startups are creating the disruption in the industry. What kind of disruption they are creating? You can see what is these startups are doing. There are so many startups in India today. Every minute there is one startup pitch going on. Every minute. On an average, one startup will pitch to 500 investors per year. 500 investors per year. So before going to see that, what is this disruption is making? Maybe way back 10 years or 15 years back, you can see when you come outside of airport, outside of railway station, you can see queue of taxi cabs which will be standing like that. They'll be saying, hey, come, we'll go. Right? You will go there, you will bargain, then some discussion will happen, especially some fight will happen, some quarrel will happen, then you come to the conclusion, okay, let me pay this much. Taxi driver say, no, you pay this much. So for that discussion, it will take half an hour to 45 minutes. So days are gone. Startups has created a new culture like Uber and Ola. Don't talk to driver. Book your car or book your cab in your app itself. And just that cab comes to you. So get into the cab, pull your luggage into the back, and then you can reach your destination. Disruption in grocery. So days are gone. Go to shop, buy something. No. I have big basket. I have Grofers. I have EatFit. I have Swiggy. I have Zomato. Whatnot. Everything I'll get at my doorstep. See, when the grocery disruption started, people used to say, you need to buy minimum 500 rupees. You need to buy minimum 1000 rupees. Now days are gone. Grofers has come into the market. If you want only one Nandini milk packet, which is of 30 rupees, Grofers will deliver it to your doorstep. If you want only one cupcake, which is worth of 35 rupees or 40 rupees, they'll give you at your doorstep. So that is the kind of disruption is happening in the grocery industry. Think about books. So people love the books. That is 1980s statement. 2020, I love Kindle. Let me take my Kindle and start reading the book or start reading the story. So this is the story of 2020. So within a span of 20 years, so many things are getting changed. Think about hotel service. Say, for example, I want to spend some time with my family to go to some resorts or somewhere. I need to go there. I need to see whether room is available or not. I need to talk to them. What type of rooms are available? Whether they are 2-bedroom, suite room, what kind of room. But today nothing is required. Take the app, check what type of room. Not only OA rooms, you talk about Airbnb. So what type of room is available? What is the rating of that? Whether it is neat, whether it is clean, sanitized, as per the required conditions. Just book it, go there, get down there, enjoy your trip. Disruption in shopping. This is the biggest disruption. You talk about Flipkart, Snapdeal, Myntra, of course, Amazon. See, some slides I put only Indian-based companies, so that's why I'm not mentioning Amazon only. So take Flipkart, Snapdeal, Myntra, whatnot. What is required? So I have a party tomorrow. I want to buy a T-shirt. So just book it in Flipkart. By evening, it will be delivered, right? So they're making Flipkart Plus customer. They're making Amazon, like trusted customers. So many advantages, so many offers. Everything in one single app. Disruption in eating industry. I need to go to the hotel. Whether they maintain neatness. People usually will talk, especially friends will talk. Hey, this hotel is good, but the neatness is not good. This hotel food is good. This hotel only jeera rice is good. In this hotel, ghee rice is good. So if I go to this hotel, I'll miss the ghee rice. If I go to this hotel, I'll miss the jeera rice. What to do? So now no discussion. Take Swiggy, take Zomato, take Foodpanda, take Uber Eats, Just Eat, foodzozo.com. Just book jeera rice from A restaurant, book ghee rice from B restaurant, get it at your home and eat it. Whatever atmosphere you want to create, you create it. You create it. See, as an entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, I'll say my students, I want to go for a date. I'm just taking my girlfriend. So I want to go to big hotel. I need to spend so much of money. Let me make candlelight dinner on my rooftop. Sit there, whatever I want, just order it, enjoy. Cost is reduced. Whatever food I want, I can enjoy there itself. And media, today you don't need to talk about it, because if you ask the kid who is studying 3rd standard, 4th standard, they know WhatsApp, they know Facebook, they know LinkedIn, they know you might not be LinkedIn, they know YouTube, whatnot. So many apps has come into the market, right? These are the disruptions which are making. To act our title of today's event or today's session, technology. If you see all these startups which I am talking, the idea is not new. The only technology is new. The idea is not new. Technology is new. Cabs are already there, but technology is added to it, Uber and Ola. Supermarkets are there, technology added to it, Big Basket, Grofers and Swiggy. Books are there, we made it as a soft copy, technology added to it. Hotels are there, we are booking online. So I'm not changing the hotel, I'm not demolishing the hotel and constructing new hotel. No, I'm just changing the technology. Clothes are there, cloth stores are there. I'm just adding the technology to it, and then I'm started buying this particular items. Hotels are there, food is prepared in the same hotel, same chef. The only thing is I have added the technology. So this is how technology is going to create or to make you as a next generation entrepreneur. Have an idea, add technology to it. Have an idea, add technology to it. So that is what we are doing. Before going to see much more about it, this is one program, one initiative by our government of India, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Startup India, Stand Up India. So this is the place where if you once you become an entrepreneur, if you want to get some benefits from government of India, you can get it. So you can get into Startup India website. It is open to everyone. It is not you are an entrepreneur, you need to register. From the student level, you can register. There are so many programs which are happening. You can see here, startupindia.gov.in, right? So you can raise the fund, you can pitch your idea, you can get money out of it, you can build your own startup. You can build your own startup. See, people used to say, sir, I'm from Maharashtra or I'm from Uttar Pradesh. I'm studying in SVCE. So how can I start my own startup? So days are gone. Days are gone. It's a technology-based startup. Let me tell you one simple example for this. There are companies where there is no physical infrastructure. Still they are earning 100 crores of rupees. They are earning 100 crores of rupees. Let me give you one best example which all of us know. The best example for this is WhatsApp. So you go and search in Google, where is WhatsApp office? How many employees are there? Right? You can come with some mind-blowing answers. You know, when they started WhatsApp, there is only 3 employees. Then they increased to 7 employees, who is maintaining millions of customers. So technology makes everything happen. Now you can see here. So they are calling for some innovative startups for the funding. You can see call for applications of incubators is open for now Startup India seed funding scheme. So this is the Startup India website. Why I'm showing this one is people who will feel that we don't have money to start the startup, from the registration till you complete your product, get it into the market. So Government of India is supporting, where you can take the help of Startup India and then go with that. There are so many schemes. Of course, as Madam is also available here, Dr. Nirmala Gupta ma'am, she is also one of the member of IIC. So in IIC, there also they are providing opportunity to the students to start your own startups. And recently, government has released a scheme called Kapila scheme, where you can go for the patents. They will pay for your patents. See, what not? Only thing is you should have a passion to that. That's what I said in the first slide. The passion is very important. So that's where we are going to start with our own startups. Right. What is these startups? Why they are so very famous, or what they are doing? What is the difference between business versus startups? Because business is not new to India. Maybe way back like 200 years back or 250 years back, we have business. Then what these startups are doing actually? See, I'm the person who will believe always in practicality. I don't think in theory. Always saying that, hey, Ajay has done this, he got that much money. No, I want pictorial example of that. So this is one example. You can think about it. Big Bazaar. We have more than 350 plus stores located in 100 plus cities. Their valuation is 2,000 crores, which is founded in 2001. This is a normal business what they founded that time. So most of the works done by Big Bazaar will be done by Flipkart. They have only 6 warehouses and 0 stores. Valuation is 98,000 crores. Of course, now it is acquired by someone else, and what they are maintaining, all those things, that is a different story. But today, still you can think about it. Then think about Meru cabs. Especially in Bangalore roads, we have seen Meru cabs just like that. See, the biggest drawback with Meru cabs is the moment they started Meru cabs, they purchased 12,000 plus cars or cabs, which made them to get into the trouble. Today, you can see very few Meru cabs which are running to the airport or anywhere in Bangalore. So think about Uber or think about Ola. So Uber, founded in 2009, $62.5 billion and zero taxis purchased. They don't even have single taxi, including Ola. They don't even have single taxi. Right. So why we are assembled today? See, you may ask questions. See, I always ask my questions when I attend trainings also. Sir, why me? See, in your life, when you want to become an entrepreneur, when you want to become a successful person, put a question to yourself, why me? Why to me? Or why me? First you put why, then how, then what. These three questions will give you the beautiful answers in your life, not only as an entrepreneur. Let me give you one simple example because you are all students over here, right? Say you are from 6th semester. Let's say, for example, you have a subject called Java. Why I should study Java? Then you will get the answer. That answer will create you interest to study Java. What I need to study in Java? That answer will give you the job next time, because when you search for what, the important concepts will come into the picture, which you can prepare, be ready for the interview or be ready to become an entrepreneur, right? Third one is how. See, there is a big proverb everyone know. A lazy person is much better than hardworking person, especially in the software industry, because you can come with an innovative ideas. So how will give you what are the smart ways I can prepare this Java subject. So these three questions, not only with respect to exams, anywhere you can put, anywhere you can put. Let me give you one funny example. Say, for example, I'm a student. I'm thinking that I want to propose to a particular girl. Then I'll think, why should I propose? If I get the answer, then only I'll think how I need to propose. What are the things or what are the consequences after proposing? See, anywhere you can take, not only a subject, not only personal life, take official life, right? So if you take official life, why I want to become an entrepreneur? What are the things as an entrepreneur I need to do? How the things will move once I become entrepreneur? How to face those consequences? So these three questions in your life will set you as a person with the motivation, dedication, inspiration, passion to achieve the things. Right. So everyone want to become entrepreneur. You know why? Because of ample of money. You will get huge money once you become an entrepreneur. Think about Flipkart, Sachin and Binny. When they started in a small room with worth of 10,000 or 50,000 rupees. Today they have almost 3,000 crores with them. They are investing. That is the one reason everyone want to become entrepreneur. Of course, there are so many hurdles. Of course, there are so many things you need to face. Those we will see later. But India needs more entrepreneurs for growth. That is where today India, we are conducting hackathons, we are conducting techathons, we are conducting competitions, so many things we are doing. Why India required entrepreneur? I feel ashamed, especially to tell this point. Though we are using smartphones worth of 256 GB RAM or 256 GB memory, 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, we are enjoying those smartphones, right? All of us, we are enjoying smartphones. Proudly, we will say our friend, hey, I brought new OnePlus, I brought new iPhone, I brought new MI, so and so version, which is having 512 GB, which is having 16 GB, 32 GB. You know the pity thing? The SIM slot which is used in the mobile phones, the SIM slot, I'm not talking about entire mobile phone. The SIM slot which is used in the mobile phones is not manufactured in India. It should be imported from China. It should be imported from China. That is the fate of our country today. So this is where we required entrepreneurs. Just think about whole mobile. See, way back, maybe 5 to 6 years back, you can see in Flipkart or somewhere, Carbon mobiles, Micromax mobiles, made in India. Where they went? What happened to them? Why they are not able to sustain in the market? Is it because they are not producing quality product? Is it because they are not able to sustain in the market? No. The only reason is they are not able to adapt to the technology. They are not able to adapt to the technology. That is where the problem is coming actually. Guys, you are all young engineers who are going to graduate from the campus in the year 2022. Hope you are going to create new India with all your innovations. So India need you. India need you, and you need India to be the market leader. So it is going to be the pride of our country. Right. So something is happening. 1 second. See, these are the few young entrepreneurs whom I can talk about much. See, to become an entrepreneur, age is not a factor, background is not a factor. The only factor is you should have innovative idea with the passion. You can see Paytm at the age of 37, he became an entrepreneur. At the age of 37, he became an entrepreneur. You can talk about Flipkart. At the age of 35, he became an entrepreneur. You talk about Snapdeal. So at the age of 31, he became an entrepreneur. Ola, 28. Oyo Rooms, 21. Right? I request someone unmuted. Please mute your mic. Thank you. See, age is not going to be the criteria. Age is just a number, as someone said. So these are the few examples I have taken because they are from India. But the beautiful example I want to render about the age is KFC. KFC. See, you all know the story of KFC. He became an entrepreneur almost like 60 plus. 60 plus. Just think about the age. Nothing you can do. Think about your passion, you can become an entrepreneur. Each and every person whom you are seeing on this slide, they have their own story behind. They have their own story behind. Ola Cab, why he started Ola Cab? See, he's not from Bangalore, he's from Mumbai. He came to Bangalore to visit Mysore. So he just booked a cab, he's going to Mysore. Near Ramnagara, car got breakdown, car got some disturbance. Then he asked the car driver, hey, can you please get me another car to travel? The car driver said, no, sir, I don't have any cab. This is only one car which I am driving. I am the owner and I am the driver. Then what I need to do? I don't know, sir, you need to look for an alternate. Immediately he booked one more vehicle and then he traveled, he came back. Then he went to Mumbai. Then he spoke to one of his friends saying that, why can't we start a company? Then they started car renting company. They have not started Ola directly. They started a car renting company. So especially they started in the area of Mumbai. So one day they thought, why can't we have a model like this where no car will be under us, but they'll just use our brand called Ola. They'll just use our brand called Ola. So he started along with his friend. After 2 years, he worked with Microsoft. Then he resigned there. He came out. Then he started Ola. Today, Ola is there in 18 countries. 18 countries, starting from bicycle to high-level cars or sophisticated cars. So bicycles are there, rickshaw is there, auto is there, car is there, sophisticated cars are there. Either you rent within the city, outside the city. So much of disruption, so much of change. Are they have any cab with them? No. What they have with them is only technology. What they have with them is only technology. So just created a platform for that technology to work with their idea. The innovation, the passion, the technology with a good team or good idea, they made Ola as a dream come true. Ola as a dream come true. Right? Because you are all students. Let me tell you the best example, Oyo Rooms. Oyo Rooms. He is a student who is doing his studies in Delhi. So one day he came from his native to Delhi to stay back. So he went to hotel. The hotel cost is too high. He couldn't able to offer that. He slept on the road for a couple of days. Then he thought, a student like me, if I'm facing this much problem, think about normal people. Think about normal people. Then he went back. Then he thought, let me do something. So he stopped his education. Then he started with some room renting services kind of service. Then he participated in one of the events conducted by Government of India, where he won that competition. He got some cash prize. He took that cash price, then he started Oyo Rooms. Today, Oyo Rooms property is 3,000 crores. 3,000 crores. Think technology he has, passion, idea, and innovation. That is idea-based innovation. That's it. Today, he don't have one single house or single hotel which he own. He don't have any single dhaba or something kind of stuff. But everything kind like hotels will come under Oyo Rooms. So Oyo Rooms again is one of the wonderful idea which is given by this particular person. Who now? You just talk about anybody. I can give all the stories because they all passionate on the technology and their ideas. They are passionate about their technology and ideas. So what is limiting us? Why we are limiting ourselves to particular domain? Hey, I am a computer science engineer. Let me work with only computer science here. Let me learn some coding. Let me become a software engineer. Then I'll get some amount of 30,000 or 40,000. Let me be happy. No, that is not the scenario today. See, I'll tell you one best example for this. We've been to IIT, we've been to AICTE. There we met a student who is from IIT Delhi. He's from civil engineering background. His parents are farmers. So they are staying in Bihar, some part of Bihar. There is a huge pollution in that air and pollution because of that particular location. Every time they're getting some fungus getting entered into their nose and they are facing some health issues. This student tied up with one of the mechanical student, they built one nice product which they can keep it in the nose so that no bacteria or fungus can enter into their nose directly. It will protect them from getting the health issues. Civil engineering student, mechanical engineering student, how they could able to do that. So it's all about the passion you have to do that. You can see here, this is the biggest confusion we have. This is the biggest confusion we have. What is the biggest confusion? Hey, I'm a college student. How I can start a startup? Hey, I belongs to computer science. How I can start a startup which and develop hardware product? That's the reason I put so much of confusion. How to take the initiative? I don't know. How to work outside the domain? I don't know. So much of confusion. So see these people how they have worked today. Flipkart started by an engineer. Oyo Rooms started by a college dropout. Right? Being Human started by an actor. Paytm started by engineer. BookMyShow started by MBA graduate. It is started by a teacher. You can see so many examples, not only this, right? See, your designation is not a criteria. Your domain is not a criteria. The only criteria is your passion to do something. Your passion to do something, right? Yeah, so usually this is a program which we will conduct offline for three to 4 hours. There we'll give case study. Of course, now we don't have time. I'll only tell what is this case study is all about. See how many, I don't know how many of you know there is a company called India Filings. One of the biggest company in India who will do all financial related activities like startup registration, IT returns, taxation, all those things. So who founded that particular company? He's the person. Charles Lionel is the person who founded India Filings. You know what is his background? He's a master degree holder in airline management. So where is airline industry? Where is finance industry? How they are correlated? So domain is not going to be the criteria unless you have passion to achieve that. Of course, this is the biggest question for today's session. If they can, why not you? If an airline person can able to start a finance company, if a teacher can able to start an e-commerce company, if a college dropout can able to start a Oyo Rooms, if an engineer could able to start a Paytm kind of finance based business, why not we? Right? Guys, as I said again, keep 3 questions with you. Why, what, how? If these 3 questions getting answered, surely you'll succeed in your life. Right. So this is one of the confusing factor for most of the people in India. See, we will be grown with a proper guidance from the parents and teachers from 0 to 20. We will grow very nicely until we get graduated. The biggest confusion starts from 20 to 30. The biggest confusion will start from this place. So lost somewhere where I need to start, how to nurture or how to go with my idea. We don't know. If you could able to succeed in this particular 10 years, you will be the successful entrepreneur. You will be the successful entrepreneur, right? Right. So sir is talking startups, sir is telling technology, sir is telling these are the examples. He is the person that this and all. Sir, see, usually in offline we'll ask this question also. Most of the students will say, sir, whatever you are telling is correct, but how to start, where to start, what to start, why to start, right? I know most of you got confused today, asking, saying that, okay, these are the startups, they are doing well, that, this and all. There are some startups who got failed also, right? But always think about the positivity, don't worry about negativity. So surely it will be there always, right? As I said in the first slide, I'll come back to the 5 factors of success. If these 5 factors are good with you, then surely you will succeed in your life as an entrepreneur. The first one is idea. Your idea should be innovative. Your idea should be more than innovative. It should be need of the customer. It should be a need of the customer. If customers are there, you are going to be the successful entrepreneur. If customers are not there, then what is the purpose of doing the business, right? See, whether it is a new idea, whether it is an old idea, don't worry about it. It's not about the idea, it's about how you are going to execute. As I said, cabs are there from 20 years. As I said, hotels are there from 20 years. As I said, supermarkets are there from 10 to 15 years. Then what is changed? The idea of implementing it has been changed. The technology added to it has been changed. The passion, what they have to do this one has been changed. So the idea is old. That is not a big idea. Everyone will get that idea. But how you are going to execute that idea, that is very important. To execute this idea, who you require? You require the best team. You require the best team. See, when I guide my students itself, I'll say, when you want to do some project, mini project, don't do individually saying that I work only with ISC students. No, you mingle with ISC, with CSC and mechanical, civil, whomever you want. It should be a cross-domain product we require. Your team should be very good. Your team should be very good so that you can become successful entrepreneur. I can give you best example for this. Infosys. Think about Narayana Murthy. Think about Narayana Murthy, what he is today. 4 members, actual 6 members, but 4 members who contributed as a team. Today they could able to see the fruits of Infosys. Today they could able to see the fruits of Infosys. He don't have money that time. He just went to his wife. They are working with some company, and he went to his wife and said, I want to start a company like this. Wife said, we don't have money. Then he said, check for some alternative. She took all her gold and she gave it. Somehow they started. He is working with Polaris. He's working with a company called Polaris. So he gave entire money and then they started with Infosys. Think about Infosys today. So an idea with technology and passion, with a good team and the best business model. This is very important. This is very important. Why this is very important? I can also buy a cab, I can drive, I can earn 20,000 or 30,000. But Ola not did that. Ola can buy 3,000 or 4,000 cabs. They can run around in India. They can buy money. I mean, they can earn money. They have not done that. What they have done, they have come with a beautiful business model, which made them market leaders today. So you should have a good idea with the technology and passion, good team and the business model, then approach for funding. There are people who is ready to invest. I'm not telling just like that. There are people who is ready to invest for you. I'll just show you one person. So he's the person who came out of Infosys as a CFO, and today he's funding more than 500 startups in India. Right? He is sitting in Bangalore. He is in Jayanagara 4th block. You can go and pitch your idea. If he likes your idea, he is ready to fund. I request someone unmuted. Please mute your mic. Thank you. So Mr. Venkatraman Balakrishnan, ex-CFO of Infosys, who is sitting in Bangalore, who is ready to invest on your business ideas. right? Not only this person, all of you know these two people, right? So you know Sachin Bansal. Sachin Bansal. So he's Flipkart CEO. So now he's ready to invest. He's ready to invest his money. He's investing on so many startups, right? So people are there to invest their money. Only thing is your idea should be innovative. Your model should be innovative. Once you get funding, you should not get satisfied saying that okay, I got funding, let me stop here. No. So you should have time-based goals. You should have time-based goals. I'll tell you one best example here, which all of us seeing in today's market. All of us, we are using bikes called bounce bikes. We are using Ogo. I don't know how many of you know. Bounce bike has been started by engineering graduates from RV College of Engineering. RV College of Engineering. One student from North India, one more student from Bangalore. Not Bangalore, actually he's from Hassan district, from Karnataka. Both of them together, they started bounce bikes. Vogo is started by a person who is from Tamil Nadu, right? Bounce bike, when they started, they got a huge funding. They got huge funding. If you want to see the Bounce headquarters, you can directly walk in. It is in Bangalore. What is that? There is one famous hospital. So after that Heart Hospital, after that Jayadeva. Next to Jayadeva Hospital flyover, Bounce head office is there. If you go and see, all are young engineers who are working behind. They got huge funding, but they couldn't be able to succeed in the market because their business model is not so good. You can see so many bounce bikes lying on the road, damaged. Some bikes not having headlights, some bikes not having motors or engine, some bikes is not having seat. But you can think about Vogo bikes, where their business model is comparatively better for bounce, and they are doing much better, but their funding is very less. Their funding is less, but still they are doing it. So funding and timing will come into the picture once you become an entrepreneur. You should not sit back and drink your cup of coffee saying that, hey, I became entrepreneur. I'm earning money, let me relax. No, don't relax. Start working from that day. You will get a time to relax. That time your business will make you to relax. Your startup will make you to relax. The best example is take Swiggy and Zomato. Take Swiggy and Zomato. The CEO of Swiggy, Zomato, they are sitting relaxing and they are enjoying their fruits now. Because the struggle what they put for first 5 to 6 years, they could able to enjoy that fruits today. So the time will come. Till that time, you should contribute as an entrepreneur. So before you start, before you want to become an entrepreneur, so before you want to start a business, before you want to come with an innovative idea, so think about these 5 factors. First, who is my target audience? For whom I'm going to sell my product? For whom I'm going to sell my service? What is the size of users? What is the size of users? What is my business size is going to be? Whether it is a business to business or business to customer. And what is a competitor analysis? What is a competitor analysis? Right? So these are the 5 key factors which will really make you market leader. Which will really make you market leader. So you need to think about 5 parts of the business, then only you can succeed in the market. Right. So this is the way you need to plan. First, you need to think about idea creation, and you should be in a position to say storytelling. See, these are the few factors which will really help you to become an entrepreneur. I'm not going to go in depth of it because of the time constraint. Branding, idea creation, storytelling, social media based marketing, development, e-commerce, UI design or UX design, photography, animation, content writing, hosting solutions. See, these are the few startups, few companies who are really doing good in the market, where you can think about it, where you can also think about any of the area we can fall into. Right. So as I'm starting from the first slide, all it takes is an innovation that makes you, sorry, there is some space missing, that makes you an odd man out of all the events in the market. Something you should be different. Something you should be different. If everyone is same like you, you cannot become an entrepreneur. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you should be something innovative. Add technology to the innovation. That is very important again. Right. See, from the first slide, I'm telling, become an entrepreneur, success will be there, you will be getting money, all those things. You may ask question, sir, what are the factors What are the factors which will make startups to fail? Which will make startups to fail? So these are the factors. If you not following properly, then the startups will become failure. The biggest factor is this one: building something that nobody wants. If there is no customer, then what is the purpose of building that? Then what is the purpose of building that? Then hiring the poor technology people or hiring the poor knowledge people. Those who don't have proper technology idea, proper business idea, if you hire them, you'll be out of the market. Lack of focus. As I said, you should not sit and relax until you enjoy the fruits and fail to execute sales and marketing. This is very important. Having an idea only is not going to worth of $100 billion. You should have very good sales and marketing team, right? And not having the right co-founders. Sometimes what will happen, individually I cannot execute. I should have multiple founders who can help me out, right? And chasing the investors, not the customers. See, when I say funding, you should not always rely on the investors. You should also think about the customers who can give me the fund. I mean, where I can generate the business, and not making sure that you have enough money to do the things. Sometimes you'll have enough money, spending too much money on that. Failing to ask for help. See, most of the times, especially when we take sessions on funding opportunities, we will say, first you take the help of your parents or your friends to invest. That is one of the best source of fund than investors. Once you grow, you can approach the investors, right? So you can, that is one way of doing it, but you should have passionate or you should have interest to ask for the help and ignoring the social media. Ignoring the social media. You can see different percentages how it is going to affect your business. If you are not concentrating on these factors, surely it is not going to be a successful startup. Surely it is not going to be a successful startup. You can see one of the best example, which always we will say, Nokia, one of the market leader in the mobile industry. They failed to become a competitor for iPhone because they're not able to adopt the technology. They're not able to adopt the technology. Still, they're using same old technology. And here it's full of innovation, right? You can think about Orkut from Google. This is the first social media networking site which we got. But today, no one is using it. It is not even available because Facebook has changed the entire face of the world. And SMS became WhatsApp. PSU, government banks, very few people are preferring. Now we've gone to the technology-based banks. More than public sector units, we beat to the technology-based banks. So this is the gap. This is the generation gap what we are looking. Previously, if you say I am having business, I am the CEO, you look like this. Today, that is not the thing. See, we look like this, but we want money. We want money. End of the day, I want money, you want money, everyone wants money, right? So it's all about mindset, how you are going to think. People will think that hey, he's a student, he's inexperienced, over enthusiastic, overconfident, right? He don't know how to work traditionally, how he can succeed in the business. No, these are answer for these questions is students like you today are quick learners. You know how to work smartly. You have ability to take quick decisions, and you have risk taking capabilities, and you have thinking out of box capability. So don't worry, someone is telling at the backside saying that, hey, you are just 18 years, 19 years, how will you succeed? Don't worry about it. Days are gone. Business is meant for only 40 plus, 30 plus. No. So business is meant for anybody today. Only thing is you should have passion, innovation, technology added to it. You should have passion, innovation, technology added to it. So don't worry what someone says. You start doing it. My dear friends, I personally suggest when you are in third year or second year of engineering, that is the right time to start your own startup. That is the right time to start your own startup. Today in our campus, we also have few startups which is started by your own seniors from computer science engineering, from info science engineering. They are working along with their education. See, the moment you start, then only you will work. If you keep on thinking every day, you cannot work. So that is what survival of the fittest. That is what survival of the fittest, right? You should know what to do, what not to do. That's it. If you know that answer, you can survive anywhere. You can survive anywhere. If you know how to balance your education, your passion, then you will be the successful entrepreneur, right? So these are the few disruptions. Again, just come back to the slide. Few of the top startups who are doing much better. We have so many. I just put few startups here. Right. So I have few success mantras which I just want to share you out of my experience working with startups. The first success mantra is, if you want to create a successful startup, first success mantra is start with the good people. Start with good people. Make something required for the customers. What exactly customers required, you do that. Spend little money in the initial stage. Spend little money in the initial stage. Start with good people, make something what customers actually want, and spend very little money what people require. Success mantra 2. Have a pride in how far you have come. Have faith in how far you can go. Don't get discouraged if someone is telling, hey, you are not doing good. See, in normal person life, take me. I am an employee of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. I will enjoy one day. You know what is that day? The moment I see a message on my mobile phone saying that your salary has been credited for the month of so and so, I'll feel so happy. I'll feel so happy I got my own salary because the hard work I did for 30 days has been rewarded. But that is not the case in the case of entrepreneurs. You should have pride in how far you have come. Have faith in how best you can go. Every day you should be happy. Don't worry about the hurdles. Take the hurdles as a pillars for the success. Take the hurdles as a pillars for the success. Then you surely you can succeed. This is another biggest success mantra. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of change. It will be leading to new beginning. Don't think that, hey, I have made some product or service. It's not so doing good. Go to the plan B. Plan B is not working. Go to plan C. One plan will work. That will make you billionaire again. That will make you successful entrepreneur. Success mantra 4. It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive in the market, but those who can best manage the change will survive. As Charles Darwin said, this is one of the success mantra. You should adopt the changes. You should manage the changes. See, today we are living in the world, everything is smart. Still, if I say I use only keypad phone, then you are out of the market. Then you are out of the market. If someone sends WhatsApp message, how will you see? Guys, so adopt to the changes. Take the changes as inputs and start working on that. This is one thing all of you should keep in your mind. Dear past, thanks for all your lessons. Dear future, I am ready. Not only as an entrepreneur, as a human being. As a human being. See, here I want to give you an example. I don't want to give an example which is like I'm talking about that entrepreneur, this entrepreneur. Today, I'm giving this example for all of you from my personal experience, my personal life. When I'm in engineering third year, I just had a surgery to my hands, my shoulder, where doctor said, you cannot lift your hand. Where doctor said, you cannot lift your hand. Then I said, doctor, my passion is to become a teacher. My passion is to become a teacher. As a teacher, every time I should hold my hand and write it on the board, especially that too I got surgery for my right hand shoulder. Then doctor said, I don't think so, that is your cup of coffee. Please change your passion. Change your passion. Then I moved to some other doctor. I inquired 10 doctors, same answer. You should not lift your hand to the maximum. Or you're not even supposed to lift your hand. Then I thought what to do. Then I felt, okay, let it be. Something has happened. Don't worry about it. Let us make myself prepare for the future. Then my hand got operated. Then I thought, slowly started pushing my hand up. After 6 months time, I could be able to hold my hand up to certain level. Then I went to doctor. Then doctor said, by seeing your interest, I'm just giving one idea. Whether it is going to work or not, I don't know. But you try it. He gave some physiotherapy exercises. I went to physiotherapy exercises. They showed me some exercises. I started practicing it. It took me almost 1 year, 8 months to lift my hand to some extent after doing physiotherapy exercises. Then I felt so happy whatever lessons I thought or I learned in the past, we made me to be ready for future. Today I'm standing in front of you as a teacher to teach my to make my passion as a job for my own self and teaching so many students like you. Guys, always keep in your mind, not only as an entrepreneur, as a student, don't worry, I failed in 2 subjects. Don't worry about it. Prepare well again, then pass next time all the subjects. Clear those 2, pass all 6, and it will become habitual for you. So always have a pride saying that thanks for all the past lessons, dear future, I am ready. Right? So this is a one set of slides which I thought of sharing with all of you. So before we just go for the next slides, if you have any couple of questions, I'm ready to answer. Before I just start with the next slide, set of slides are there. So there I'll wind up another 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. So any questions from your side? I'm very much happy to answer. Till that PPT get open. All right, no problem. If not, we'll take question and answer after 10-15 minutes. Right. See, till now I spoke about technology, I spoke about passionate, and I spoke about team, how to build the startup, what is the success mantra of this startup, right? How the technology is helping the people to become entrepreneurs, right? Now I'm going to talk something about how to create a good startup. That is also very important, right? So, of course, this is another set of slides. Just I put my introduction, no problem. Right. See, today startups are coming everywhere. Mansoor Ahmad. Okay, I'll only mute. Thank you. No. Yeah, startups are coming everywhere in the world. Young companies are solving very big problems. They are solving very, very big problems. There are few startups who are working on artificial intelligence, machine learning, so many new technologies and eras. And there are people who is ready to invest on your ideas. There are people who is ready to invest on ideas. See, as I said, in funding session, we will talk about 2 types of investors. One is called venture capitalist. Second one is called angel investors. Venture capitalist, angel investors. So what is angel investor? What is venture capitalist? That is a big story. Now I'm not going to touch that. But there are so many VCs and angel investors who are ready to come forward and invest in your idea based on your startup, right? So one thing you should understand, all of you, is not every VC and angel investor will invest in all the startups. They won't fund everyone. It is not possible also. Practically, it is not possible. Then whom they are going to fund? So based on your idea, based on your passion, based on your innovation, based on your technology. So based on that, they are going to fund. See, the moment they'll fund, what they will expect in return? If I spend 1 rupee today, can I able to get 10 rupees at least after 3 to 5 years? At least after 3 to 5 years. That is the mindset of the investors. So you should be ready for that. And next is demand is more than supply. Demand is more than supply. We are getting thousands of startups today, but we have very few investors. They cannot invest in all thousands. Which are good, they are going to invest. Right. See, he's the one person whom I like most. That's why I kept the quote said by him. So he's the founder of LinkedIn. Most of us know him, Reid Hoffman. He's the one who founded LinkedIn. So in a single year, right? In a single year, so there will be around 5,000 pitches, and they will look into 600 to 800 of them at the next level. But how many of them going to get funded? 0 to 2. 0 to 2. Think about it. 5,000 pitches, 600 to 800 of them will move to the next level. 0 to 2 deals will get funded. See, you may ask question, sir, this much time you said startups, you need to become an entrepreneur, you need to be like that, you need to be like this. Now you are creating a fear saying that out of 5,000 only 2 will get funded. Of course, that is the market situation. But I will also tell you how you need to be so that you will become one amongst these 2. How you will become one amongst these 2. Fine. So to give few facts about the Indian startup culture, there are so many top VCs from Silicon Valley who are getting like 5,000 pitches every year, especially in US. But coming to India and Australia, we are getting only 500 to 1,000 times a year to pitch your idea. If you are a startup, you can pitch to 500 or 1,000 investors in an year. So that means you can able to meet 500 to 1,000 people. It depends on you how you are going to convince them. How you are going to convince them, right? See, when you go to the investor, they are not going to evaluate only your startup. They are going to compare your startup with the other startups to fund. To get funding, what you need to do? You need to stand out. You should be odd man out. You should be not odd man out. You should be unique. Compared to other startups, you should say, hey, I am the best. Hey, I am the best. Why can't you fund me? And you should be very good in pitching. That is very important. As most of us will listen to one word, especially from English teachers, saying that first impression is the best impression. So your first impression with the investor should be pakka. How you are going to convince them, that is very important. Guys, so this is the biggest six-step approach. It's not given by me. As I said, he is the person who gave it. And Reid Hoffman will listen to on an average 5,000 pitches every year, and he is ready to fund. And especially LinkedIn is ready to fund at least couple of startups every year, and they will listen to 5,000 startup pitches. So this is a six-step approach given by the LinkedIn team, how you need to prepare your pitch. First, you need to understand yourself. Second one, understand your investors. Create compelling content. Design professional slides. Test your pitch. Deliver your pitch with confidence. See, sorry, I couldn't able to complete all these slides because 1.5 hours it's not possible. The first slides itself is a 3-hour session. This is another 3-hour session. How to prepare pitch desk. I'll just go through it just quickly, just to have an idea. So these are the 6 factors you need to consider. Understand yourself. So before you go for pitching, first you need to understand yourself. How you can understand yourself? Create your pitch, show it to your friends, show it to your well-wishers, and ask them to create some questions for that. And have an habit of telling stories. If your stories get convinced, done for the day. Investor will never think about anything else. Your trailer should be very good. Before you go to the investor, your trailer should be very good. 1 minute, 2 minutes, what you will talk about your business. If it is get impressed by the investor, he will invest. Trailer should be very good. As I said, so before you prepare yourself, understand yourself. So make sure your solution is unique. What is the size of the opportunity? Which is the best team you have? What is the achievement so far, and project them. How best you can solve the problem. Right, and these are the few hurdles which you need to think to go for the next round. How much time they have allotted? You need to pitch within that time, right? Try to grab the investor attention. Try to understand investor what is your business, and investor should believe in you. That is very important. And the important thing is the investor should remember you. After 10 minutes pitch, if he forgets you, you will never get a call back. So make sure you are going to create an impression such a way that investor is going to remember you at least for next 6 months. Anytime he may call you and get the fund. So think about allotted time. Every factor I just explained. As I said, time constraint. So how to retain investor attention? See, because if they have given 20 minutes time, the first 5 minutes is going to be very crucial. In the first 5 minutes, if you could able to grab the attention of the investor, remaining 15 minutes, you just blabber something, you just tell some story, still he'll be convinced. First 5 minutes is very important. I'll tell you one example for this, like your Viva. The moment you come to your lab Viva, first 2-3 questions is very important. If you are answering properly, might be 4th question will be there, might not be there. But your first 3 questions, if you are blabbering something saying that and all, you are done for the day. You will be squeezed. you will be squeezed. So that is a mantra always applies in the investor's mind also. Start with the bank. Use did you know slide, tell a story. This is very important. Start with the bang. What is start with the bang? You should have interest to tell that. You need to grab the attention. See, today I'm talking to you. If I start saying that, good evening students, today I'm going to talk about the startups. The startups in India are 1000 plus. Each startup will get funding. If I speak like this, how many of you will be interested? You should have a bang. I'll say always my students also. The moment you go to the investor, the first wish, what you will do the wish, no, that is very important. Suppose I'm going to investor, say for example, the investor name is Abhilash. So the moment I reach investor, I'll say, hey, good morning, Abhilash. How are you doing? That is the flow you should have. You should not go and say, good morning, Abhilash. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Abhilash says, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm also doing. That is not the thing. You should create an essence in the mind of the investor saying that he is a passionate entrepreneur. He is a passionate entrepreneur. So you should start with the bang of that, right? So how to grab the attention? This is what we need to do. Suppose if I'm selling my antivirus software, I should say that 45% of the smartphone users do not use antivirus. So that's why I made 45 dots as yellow, remaining are gray. So this will create a kind of impression in the investor's mind, right? So make sure that investor will understand business quickly. Yeah, so you should have slides like this. Gango, I think most of you know this. So this is one of the game which is developed for the gaming as well as weight loss. So something these kind of images you should be ready. Yeah, he's one of the angel investors, Vinod Khosla Ventures. He's ready to invest. Now he's not there. Of course, his next generation is there. What he says always is credibility matters a lot. The investor should believe you by seeing your words. He should believe you. Then only he will invest. Yeah. So limit things to how you need to remember. Tell a story. Test your pitch before 24 hours with your friends and well-wishers. Pitch to yourself. Pitch to yourself twice, thrice, 10 times. Make sure that you are following the time. And pitch to your friends. Get the questions. Answer the questions. Right. Step 2. Understand your investor. This is very important. This is the biggest problem what we are facing here. See, I'm going to an investor who don't know anything about software. Who don't know anything about software. If I keep on talking saying that there is an algorithm called KMAP algorithm, or there is an algorithm called KNN algorithm, where we are going to apply the formula to get the efficiency. The formula is sigma x square minus x by 2 multiplied by lambda, and omega will be there. Done for the day. Next moment, investor says, thank you for your presentation. Go out of my room. So try to understand the investor. Think what background he is having, how you can convince him. Based on that, you prepare the pitch deck. Same pitch deck is not going to work for all the investors. You need to prepare pitch deck according to that. According to your investor's background, right? Yeah. So what investor will always see, as I said, if he gives 1 rupee, he'll expect 10 rupees in next 5 to 7 years. If your idea is having that, he will ready to invest. Third one, create compelling content. Your content should be very compelling, convincing content it should be. So write down everything you want to say. Refer to the comprehensive investor templates which are available in the internet. So develop reasons why you need to invest, right? Edit your content, collate your pitch, arrange your content in a proper flow. Otherwise, you cannot pitch just, okay, this is the biggest quote again. So he said like they are seeing startup from 2003. There is a drastic change. That's what I mean to say. Next, design the professional slides. That is very important, right? You can see here. Instead of keeping this satellite comparison like this, where priority has been given to image, but actual priority has to be given to the data. So you can compile the data like this. And you can say 96% lowers the data cost. So this is a key point which investor required. This is one of the slides given by Vinod Khosla from Khosla Ventures. What he will expect from the entrepreneurs. Right, few of the examples I'll just take you through. Yeah. So instead of making 5 points, you make 5 icons like this. You make 5 icons like this. Instead of making 5 points again with respect to comparative study, you can do like this. Right? These are the few business templates given by the people. You can see here, Bill Gross at TED Talks he has given. This is also Bill Gross from TED Talks. Right. Next is test your pitch. This is very important. As I said, if the 20 minutes is given to you, pitch yourself twice, thrice, 10 times, and make sure that you are finishing in 20 times and you are answering maximum questions. Like, what does my company do? What is the problem I am solving? Who is my customer? How large is market? Do you think my team is capable of doing it? So what did you like most about my pitch? Tell me 3 things. What are your concerns about my business? See, these are the few questions, answers, which you need to get it from your friends and strangers. When you pitch to your friends, you will get all these questions. You should be ready with the answers. And the last one is deliver your pitch with the confidence. This is very important. This is very important. As Mark Twain said, there are only 2 types of speakers in this world. The first one is nervous, second one is liars. Nervous people can succeed, but not the liars. If I don't have product, but still I'm going to the investor, then I'll be failed. If I am nervous, no problem. Everyone is nervous. Everyone is nervous in this world. Then when they want to face new person, keep this one in mind. I'm repeating, my dear students. Everyone in this world is nervous first time when they are facing the strange person. The first interview I gave in my previous college, I'm nervous. If I give one more interview tomorrow in another college, still I am nervous because the person is strange. Maybe I'm experienced, not that person, I know him. If I talk to my friend, I can talk with the confidence, but not with the strange person. So before you go for the investors, rehearse your presentation twice, thrice, 10 times, 15 times, until you feel that I'm confident enough. You rehearse your presentation. These are the few things you should keep in your mind, not only for the investor, including your projects. Never read your slides. Please don't read your slides. You can see last 1.5 hours, I'm just taking the content, I'm explaining. Nowhere I have read the slides saying that this is what, this is what. And most of my slides will come with the images than content. When you keep the content, you will start reading it. If you keep the images, go with that. Do not keep looking back at your slides. Don't keep looking back at your slides, right? Okay, some disturbance, no problem. Use a wireless remote. Of course, if it is in offline, we need to use a wireless remote and do it. Keep the lights on and carry a handout. These are the few professional works we need to do. When you give project presentation also, most of the students, I'll be telling this, but most of the students won't be doing it. But keep one handbook in your hand, one small spiral binded book. Whether you will write it or not, that is secondary. It will create impression in the opposite person mind. Yeah, prepare for tough questions. Obviously, as Paul Graham said, Y Combinator, you may get any kind of question. You may get anything. You should be ready. See, one investor may say, probably what you are building or what you are developing is bullshit. So you should be in a position to digest and answer. So they are going to check your confidence. That is very important. Okay, these are the few references and links. So yeah, this is very, very important. Once you go for the presentations anywhere, either with the investment or project, don't miss thank you slide at the last. That is also very important. So my dear friends, so what I can conclude is, take your innovative ideas, add technology to it, be a passionate entrepreneur, speak to your friends, create one good team, try to become an entrepreneur. Of course, there will be hurdles. Once you cross those hurdles, you will be the successful person in your whole life. As I said, one of the best example, I'll be happy only the day when I get salary. But an entrepreneur will be happy once he start enjoying the fruits. Once he start enjoying the fruits. And one more thing, nothing is impossible in the world, in this world. As someone said, the word impossible itself says, I am possible. I am possible. So all of you are capable of doing it. But how you are going to do it, why you are going to do it, what you are going to do it, that is very important. So take these as inputs. Hope I have not wasted your precious time. I have given some knowledge what I acquired, and as I said, in our own campus SVCE, we have startup policies, we have incubation policies, where Dr. Nirmala Gupta madam is heading the research wing. So you can approach madam anytime. So she is ready to support you when you want to start the startups or incubations. If you have funny idea, no worries. You come to ma'am, you explain ma'am. So we will put in front of the things. If it really work out, we can start doing it. See, no idea is small, no idea is big. No idea is fun, no idea is serious. Everything is an idea. How it is going to turn out, we don't know. We don't know. You know, today, AICT is organizing Toy Hackathon 2021. We never thought making toys become an this much big hackathon, but today it is becoming an hackathon. People are passionate about it and they are developing toys. See, every small idea will become a big business tomorrow. As I'm telling in the last class to my students, I'm from a place called Hindupur, which is in Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur district. See, one student who is studying in MS Ramaya College, he came back to Hindupur in last lockdown. So he developed one application, Android application. What he did is, everyone is talking about immunity. He started selling immunity-based products only in Hindupur locality, only in a place called Hindupur locality, where the population is 5 lakhs plus. 5 lakhs plus. So he started in last May. So by this May, he earned 5.6 lakhs. 5.6 lakhs. He started earning eggs. Sorry, he started selling eggs. He started selling immunity-based dry fruits, these and all. A small idea. He's from second year engineering, studying in MS Ramaya College. Now what he did, he extended that app for the few different products. And you can also take one more example, Dobiwala. See, usually what is happening everywhere. If you go to small towns, we'll be having Dobiwala. He'll be coming to home. He'll be taking the clothes. He'll be taking out. He'll be washing and doing the iron and get it back. Same thing he made in online, Dobiwala. So he's earning lakhs of rupees. And third idea, before I wind up, every one of us, we are taking the service of maids who is coming to our house, cleaning the vessels, grooming the house, and so many activities. One student from New Delhi, so he started a venture where he's going to have a group of people like this, maids like this. So depending on the requirement of the customer, so he will send that maid to that particular house on that day. On every maid, he's keeping a profit of 30 rupees. He's keeping a profit of 30 rupees per day. And today he's earning lakhs of rupees. See, small idea or same old idea with the technology, they are getting as they're becoming as a entrepreneurs. So whatever examples I have shown, most of them, technology is playing vital role. You are all technical people. You are all technology based engineers. You have the technology in your hand. Please take it as an opportunity to become an entrepreneur. So nothing is impossible. Start doing it. You go up. That is what the meaning of startup. I'll start today. One day I'll go up. I'll reach my target. So I thank once again CD sir. I thank Principal sir. I thank HOD of Computer Science, Dr. Lingareddy sir. I personally thank Nirmala Gupta ma'am for providing this opportunity. And I wholeheartedly thank my friend Abhilash and entire organizing team and Department of Computer Science. And also I thank all the students for your patient listening for last 1.5 hours, and hope you grabbed some information from me. As I said, I'll be available in the campus anytime you can come. Thank you so much. Over to you, Abhilash sir.
All right. Thank you, Professor Satyanarayana. So it's been a pleasure to have a beautiful conversation regarding the entrepreneurship and IISc cell, which has been organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. It gives me immense pleasure to have a beautiful talk from your side. In fact, yeah, whenever we have a conversation, the gist or whatever the smile or the wavelength or the frequency of ours will definitely match, because nobody wants to hear sloppy talking, I guess, right? So everybody wants to hear, hey, excited talk. But still, yeah, it was a wonderful session. I also thank Satyanarayana for taking
our request, right? And going ahead with the wonderful talk. I also thank Professor Nirmala Gupta for giving us an opportunity to have a wonderful speaker on the session where the session went off like 1.15, I guess, 1 hour 15 minutes. It was a wonderful talk and it just went like this in this way, right? Thank you. And Nirmala ma'am, would you like to add a few things about it?
Yeah, 100%. No doubt about it. Satya is one of the gem of the person and down to earth, technically sound, and lot many compliments. And I can tell about Satya and wonderful presentation. And now the thing is, our students should make utilize of Satya's tips, suggestions. So thank you very much, Satya.
Thank you. Thank you. And one more thing, I request all the students to switch on your webcam so that we can have a group pic. So as it will be a good moment at the end. So I request all the participants to switch on your front camera. We'll just take one screenshot of it and we can wind up with the session.
Wherever you are, no issues at all for us. You're all our children.
This is what matters. This is what matters because Satya told presentation is important. If you're not ready to face your camera at this time, at this hour, you will never face anything outside. All right. So I think this is the first place where you have to take the initiation from your side. So we are all ready for the camera, all smile faces and also a bald face, I guess, in between.
Probably you can keep your background like what I fixed. If you don't want to show your background, you can change the background and come for the pic.
That would be yes.
Yeah, yes. We have to do that.
All right. Okay. A last reminder, anybody would like to come in the picture here? All right, I think it's only 3 of us. Thank you all for your wonderful time, and thank you Nirmala ma'am, thank you Professor Satyanarayana for giving a wonderful speech and addressing the gathering regarding entrepreneurship from SVC. Thank you one and all.
Thank you.
See you. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, thank you, Satyanarayana. Thank you, the whole entire team and HOD, sir, everyone, CSC students. Thank you. Thank you.
Also, cannot miss our student coordinators and faculty coordinators members who have given their good amount
entire team of students and faculty.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. Take care.